Choi, and Gwen Ellison is program support. Let me switch. There you go. There's Gwen.
Hi.
So we're both here to give you an orientation, help you get ready for your program here at UT Dallas in the Master of Science in Innovation Entrepreneurship. Very excited to have you here, join the family. I wanted to just make sure you get enrolled, and that you have my contact. So let me make that bigger. So you can book with me anytime. This book time with Dr. Choi is linked up to my own calendar. So you're able to just find time, 15, 30 minutes. My calendar is always updated, so you can just find open time with me.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so I guess I probably don't need to preach to the choir, but you know what you're getting into. You know what innovation entrepreneurship education prepares you for. So it's business oriented, it focuses on innovation and the future. Um, we don't even know, I love this quote, we don't even know the jobs and technologies in the future. They don't exist. So yet we need to be prepared to solve problems that we don't even know are problems yet. So our curriculum focuses on the entrepreneurial side of business. It's about creating markets, creating what's unknown, and making it known. Um, and that is in contrast to kind of your traditional, management business degree where we're competing in markets that we already know about, and we're learning technical skills to oversee efficiencies, continue processes and technologies, which is really important. But at the rate of technology change, uh, these days, we really need to be at the forefront and lead change and innovation. So our curriculum focuses on that. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Okay, so to just frame, give context of how the MSIE program fits in the bigger scheme of all of our curricular and degree programs. The MSIE is our premier degree program at the graduate level. We offer also, so at the top row, we also offer, concentration within the MBA program, and then graduate certificates. Also with the MSIE, we have many students who do a double degree. So MSIE is 36 credits. So if you do a double degree, like with another MS ITM or MS Business Analytics, which is actually quite popular, or even an MBA, you don't take all 36 credits. There's a lot of overlap. So the minimum number of unique classes to complete the MSIE portion is only 7 classes. So as you come into the program, you might be interested in other disciplines and consider, a double degree as well. Okay, so undergrad, we also have a pretty robust program where we offer concentration um, under 2 degree programs in JSOM. And then across campus, we offer minors and certificates. So at the first column on this graph, you'll see the schools in which students can get, all these degrees and participate in the programs. And if they're in arts and humanities or behavioral brain science, etc., there is opportunity to join our programs. And I emphasize on this point in that other students take our classes, because when you as an MSIE student, you will be sitting in the classroom with students from other disciplines. And this is a very unique part about our program. Like in all other JSOM, MS degree programs, they don't have as diverse a student body in every classroom as we do. So having a diverse network, meeting people from other disciplines is so important for innovation and getting ideas, influencing others to, accept new ideas, accept innovation. And you never know, when you finish the degree, you form strong bonds with alumni. You never know when you can help each other. So that's a point here. Okay, so back to MSIE in particular, so 36 semester credit hours. I mentioned that you can earn it as a double degree, and if you do that, it's only 19 more or 7 more classes. So because many of the MS degree requirements overlap. So we recommend that you take the MSIE just take 4 long semesters. So take 4 long semesters. So that means fall and spring to finish up those 36 semester credit hours, because it's really important to make time for networking and get involved in programs at the launch pad, at our incubator, the VDC, and Richardson IQ, another co-working space that we have in partnership with the city of Richardson. I'll talk more about all these co-curricular activities and networking opportunities in a second after I get through the boring stuff about credits and courses. But anyway, most of our courses are scheduled in the evenings because students are working professionals. We get a lot of MBAs taking our courses. They have the evening courses works out the best. So far, we only have 2 courses in the summer, which is taking a course or 2 in the summer, like between your 2 long semesters, can alleviate, the hecticness during those long semesters. So it's a good idea to consider taking a summer course. And then online also is very helpful in alleviating hecticness of the long semester. So we do offer 2 so far. We're evaluating more courses to put online, but so many of our courses are very experiential and just do much better in person. It's very interactive. So it's hard to put those online, but at least we have these 2. Now, it's really important when you start that you plan out all of your core courses, because there are some that's offered only once a year. I'll quickly flash before your eyes those courses that are offered only once a year. So you have to make sure you plan for it. And it's so in fall, there's 2: market entry strategy and innovation within the corporation. And then 3 courses that are offered only in the spring: business model innovation, scaling new ventures, and then the entrepreneurial experience. Okay, so I know you're not going to remember that. So we can get back to that in a second. Now, let me show you how the 36 semester credit hours break down. And all of this can be found in the catalog. You'll see the link at the bottom. This visual hopefully is helpful to digest what's in the catalog. So essentially you have your core courses. Everybody takes these core courses. And one is this professional development, and then for the ENTP or the MSIE degree, there's the ENTP 6315, the entrepreneurial finance. Now, there are several prereqs for this entrepreneurial finance, and that is, the first is this finance 6301. That class all MS and JSOM take. So that's one of the overlapping classes in all MS. And then, but then there's 2 pre or co-reqs to that finance 6301. Yeah, and it's accounting 6305, and then OPRE or this BUAN 6359. It's basically statistics. So you've got accounting, statistics, financial management core, and then entrepreneurial finance, just in that yellow box there, or that one bullet point. So a lot of students just kind of knock that out of the way. These two core, all of the prereqs are offered in the summertime, in fact. So so you might consider scheduling some of those prereq finance and statistics in the summer. The third bullet point is one of the MSIE core courses. We get students from across all disciplines in this course. It's basically like the entry base level is 6370 for innovation entrepreneurship. And this is offered online and in the summer. So giving you flexibility as well to take that. But I think it's really great to take in person the 6370. We take a case-based approach and try and bring discussion into the classroom, and it just helps if everyone is present. Okay, anyway, so moving on. So those are the core courses. So even though I say there's 9 semester credit hours required to finish the base, you actually complete more than the 9. You complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You complete 15 here, but 2 of those, like the finance 6301, that counts as an elective. You'll see on the blue side.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, here's our bread and butter classes for the MSIE degree. It's in the green. So there's 15 semester credit hours. And so it's the first 12. Sorry, I'm not counting up correct. The first 9, although you don't have to take it in sequence, there's 9 that you must take because it covers the basis of innovation entrepreneurship. How to develop new products and technology into the market. That's 6375. How to actually go about getting, keeping, and growing your market. That's market entry strategies. And then how do you align all components of your business to execute your new business? And that's business model innovation. So those are kind of fundamental. Now, I just want to note that business model innovation is really popular among the MBA students because these days in the market, a lot of established companies need to innovate, or they become very not competitive. And so you'll hear companies need, business innovation leaders or innovative product managers, or go to any Indeed job postings and search on the word innovation, and there's tons of jobs that require students, new hires, to understand the process of innovation. This class, business model innovation, is a overview of leading business model innovation, and it uses a very well used and well tested framework called the business model canvas. So it's very applied. So this class, 6390, it's our core, and a lot of MBAs are flocking to it because they know that it helps them set themselves apart when they go and get their job. So after those 9 credits, 3 classes, you can take, and you can either decide, I want to know more about starting up a business. So you go on, get a new venture concentration, or I want to know about innovation within a corporation, and that's a corporate innovation concentration. Now, you don't have to choose a track. You'll graduate regardless, but that's just a guideline to tell you, to let you know, these are the suggested classes to focus on if you're interested in more starting up or more interested in corporate innovation. So everything there in the green make up the 15 semester credit hours. And then we've got in the blue just a bunch of elective courses. So essentially 9 more semester credit hours, because you'll have already taken one elective. You're welcome to take more credit hours, but this is the minimum. Anyway, you've got a whole menu of courses that we count as electives. If you so wish to take another graduate level course, even outside the School of Management, I can accept that. Like if it's following your passion, we can write an exception and accept that as one of your elective courses.
Okay.
Yeah. So for your registration, okay, so this makes sense, right? Where now that the core courses, to finish the courses in the green area,
Yeah, yeah.
they're offered only once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, advising helps you do a degree audit, or it helps you keep track of all of the courses that you will take. And this is what the spreadsheet will look like, just to give you heads up. Um, and so what I would recommend, so I would first, I think you have a link to an Orion uh, uh, link, or tile is what we call it here. But you have an account at UTD. It takes you into a system called Orion, and things will appear to you like tiles, like apps. And there you go in and it looks like a shopping cart. This is at least what I've seen from a distance when I ask students to show me their experience so I can explain it to new students. But it's like a shopping cart, and you just pick out the courses you need to take. What I would recommend, and I would map out all 4 semesters, and and just you can send me how you want the sequence you want to take. There are no prereqs except what I've just noted in this
Yeah, the three
yellow
courses.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can pick and choose. I would take ENTP 6370 early, just because it gives you the overview, and you'll meet other students in it. Other students in other disciplines. So it's a good starting point to just get engaged at UTD in general at the graduate level.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll send all this to you so you can take a look. Now, this is gonna look overwhelming, but I tried to, because we had some students come in and they wanted to finish in, how do I get rid of that? Oops, sorry. I don't know how to get rid of this thing. Do you see? Oh, you don't see.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I can read.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So some students want to finish in 3 semesters, or just knock everything out as fast as they can, even though I'm recommending to complete in 4. So this would be how you would want to schedule all your courses. And so it's, I probably give you too many options here, but these are gives you a bit of flexibility to knock out all your required core, and then how you would want to do your required for your concentration. Yeah. So I don't know if that helps out.
So the co-requisite is important, because I was worried about this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably need to clean this one up.
No, you put it out there.
Oh, I did. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Anyway, so that's fall start. We have students who start in the spring, but anyway, so I just went through all the cool classes and curriculum. There's even cooler things when you join the MSIE program. we are part of a much larger ecosystem. So I just explained all the academic stuff in the middle of this chart here, the masters, the certificates, all that. We are part of a bigger family, a bigger ecosystem. We actually report into a campus-wide organization called the Office of Research and Innovation. Our classes are run out of Jindal School of Management, but the rest of our co-curricular programs are run out of the Office of Research and Innovation. And this is all these co-curricular programs is where the real learning works, or real learning happens. That's my counterpart, the executive director of the Launchpad, runs programs to engage all our students, MSIE students and beyond, like all UTD students, in these programs that help entrepreneurs, innovators get plugged in to the DFW, or North Texas Innovation Ecosystem. And so these are under, we've got all these signature programs, a big idea competition. It's like they're now so popular, but every university has some sort of Shark Tank-like competition.
Yeah.
And so we have ours. We've got celebrities coming. Previous years, we had Mark Cuban, Tan France. Yeah, it's really fun. So this year, during COVID, it kind of died down. Everything was online. It wasn't as exciting. So this year is the first year. Well, actually, last year was our first year, but we had a tornado come through. So we had to postpone it. So now it's this year, we're making a huge splash, bringing the Big Idea competition back to its former glory. And it's going to be April 17th. So we're all working towards that, and we've got some really great judges. Anyway, and then there's a bunch more signature programs. You can find all of our programs, all of our links to the academic programs at that website, innovation.utdallas.edu. And so we run all of our programs. I mentioned my counterpart, executive director of the Institute. She runs, and her staff run, all these co-curricular activities at the Blackstone Launchpad. So the one on the left. And it's smack in the middle of campus. So it's like a 10-minute brisk walk from JSOM to it's actually in the parking structure. It's sectioned off from the actual cars, don't worry. But there's also a Taco Bell, another bagel place. And we have class there, and the inside looks like this. So we run our signature 4-credit programs out of this space as well. Like I teach startup launch. I also teach a class that's called Lean Innovation for public services. We solve problems for the Department of Defense. And we also run our venture capital seed fund course out of this space. So it's really cool. We give our final presentations here to invite people from the outside, and it makes being in the parking structure makes it convenient to have external entrepreneurs and leaders of innovation come visit us, which we have a lot of visitors. So let's see, the other spaces we have is the Venture Development Center, VDC. This is our incubator space. We have 32 startup companies incubating there, and the founders of the companies are all in some way, shape, or form affiliated with UT Dallas. So they were maybe former staff, or even current staff, former students, current students. So it's really exciting. And then the third space we have is the IQ. So we have the space in partnership with the city of Richardson. It's 3 miles away. We have a lot of programs we run out there that connect to the community. So one of the programs is called a Business Booster Program. So it's like an accelerator program but for community members, so people in Richardson, startups. We invite more underserved populations in the DFW area, and we support them if they're in retail, services, even startups. But it's sort of the same program. We offer a 6-week accelerator kind of crash course on starting up, running a new business, same as we do on campus at the Blackstone Launchpad for students. The accelerator for students at the Blackstone Launchpad, it's called Comet X Accelerator.
Say my comment.
Comet? Oh, what? Oh, Comet is our, sorry, right. Gwen is saying I should explain why it's called Comet. So that's right. So our mascot at UT Dallas, I just kind of assume everyone knows it's a comet, like,
I don't know that.
in the space. Yeah. So, and another fun fact is the name of our mascot is called T-Mock. And I didn't know this until like several years ago. T-Mock is comet spelled backwards.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right? Okay. So anyway, what else do I have? That's it. Back to my contact information. I have all these appendix slides about, I did a survey on like, it's so important, even if students, I kind of use this for students in MBA, traditional master's program, and also talk to others and students in other schools who are, neuroscientists or arts majors. And so when I explain what our overall academic and co-curricular programs help them with, it's really to focus on their entrepreneurial skill set. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to get value out of our courses and our programs, but what you do get to practice and strengthen are your entrepreneurial skill set. And so I did like a quick research on what's, this whole discipline of entrepreneurial skill set, and found that 20% university graduates end up working in some entrepreneurial role. Arts majors, they 40% be working in entrepreneurial role. And that makes sense because you think about photographers, artists, painters, they end up getting their own studio. They run their own studio. So it's imperative, they take some courses, and if they take 3, it's a certificate. And then and lately there's a survey for teenagers. So they're coming into the universities. These teenagers, 60% of them, they say, you ask, what do you want to do when you grow up? They want to be an entrepreneur. They want to start their own business. So we're getting ready for this influx of new generation of innovators and entrepreneurs. So it's very exciting time right now. Okay, more statistics, you can read that on your own. More stuff about how entrepreneurship education is one of the fastest growing disciplines because of all those statistics, because of all the interest. We are this global between like the fifth bullet point down between 2006 and 2018. Yeah, 250% growth in the number of undergraduate entrepreneurship programs. That's just undergraduate alone. This survey was done in 2019 by the Global Consortium of Entrepreneurship Centers. So GCEC, that's a huge organization. There are like 300 universities in the world that are members of this consortium. And every year they host this huge conference to share best practices in entrepreneurship pedagogy, also in entrepreneurship center, like co-curricular activities. So I've gone to those conferences for the past like 3 years, and it's amazing how much sharing there is. It just inspires me to share. So we actually, UT Dallas, hosted last year's conference, and we had like 700 members come to our campus and, you know, participate in these, talks, sharing information, it was a really great experience. It was just October. And then we're going to have like a mini conference in the summer where I'm going to now share my experience in teaching entrepreneurship. And that's going to be in Bangkok, Thailand. So anyway, so that's just to give some idea of how UT Dallas, the Institute for Innovation Entrepreneurship, is really keyed into to this ecosystem globally, and we're leaders of the consortium for entrepreneurship centers. And the circle is small. I've gone to other conferences for entrepreneurship. People have come up to other center directors, come up to us and like, oh, you guys are so great. You're like the gold star of how we should be. So it's very complimentary, but also scary on the other hand, because, we can improve a lot. We're not resting on any laurels. Anyway, this is more stuff about what is entrepreneurial mindsets skill. People sometimes ask what does that entail exactly? So I always just equate it to 21st century skills. So in the blue, these are skills deemed to be necessary for the 21st century. I mean, really, the need to start looking at the 22nd century. And then the mapping of entrepreneurial skill set or mindset to it, it's pretty much equivalent. The only added is at the bottom that you can work with what you've got and you can make money. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna stop sharing and open it up for questions. Where are you? There you go.
So thanks a lot for explaining me everything.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks
So
for letting me use you as the recording audience.
So I was constantly taking notes, and I hope you will send me the recording. So
Sure
in
will.
case I have missed something, and as for now, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
But is it
Yeah.
okay if I connect to you if I do get any questions?
For sure, yes. That's a point, I want to make sure you get on in the US, in Dallas in particular, safe and sound, and you're all enrolled and ready to go. So what I'll do is I'll send you those slides, and I'll also connect you to a current MSIE student. His name is Chinmay.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great. Thanks a lot.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining. It's so nice to meet you, Malav.
Thank you. It was great
I
meeting.
look forward to seeing you. Yes. Take care.
Yeah, have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.